everybody. Thank you for tuning in to another Thursday Thoughts with Mike. Today, we're talking to all the dads out there, but ladies, you're going to need to hear this too. I just want to talk about fatherhood a little bit and just the things we're doing, with that, and how we're showing up for our kids, and what we can be doing better, and yeah, just going deeper with that. So I made a bit of a list. So here's my list for you of things we should be striving for anyway. I know we're not going to hit every point, and everyone's doing the best they can. I get that for sure. So the first thing I got is being active fathers. So this one's big. Go to those games, go to events, volunteer to help groups that your kids are in. Like, that's a big one. We don't see that anymore. It's so hard to get parents to volunteer for anything. And I get everyone's busy. I understand that. But these are the things. Stop and take time to have a one-on-one conversation with your kids. No matter their age, have a one-on-one conversation. Really listen. So dads, this is a really good activity to listen or practice your listening for your wife or your partner, or just anything in general, right? Even if you listen in business, if you start listening in business, the things you'll hear, and you'll create better deals, and you'll make more money, and everything's so much better. But really listen to your kids. Ask them questions and be engaged in the conversation. Okay, when your kid takes time to have a one-on-one conversation with you, put that phone away. Put the phone down. Whatever you have to do, just be engaged with your kids. These are little things that I'm sure will last a lifetime for them, and they'll always look back and think that, my parent was there for me when started when it's young, because everyone wants to have these conversations when their kids are older. And then when their kids are teenagers, they're like, well, my kids won't talk to me. It's because you didn't talk to them when you were a kid, right? So it's that's a really big one. I can't bang on enough about that one. So again, dads, don't be a lazy dad. Don't be that guy that was always sitting on the couch or just sitting in his chair, or always memories of just sitting, right? Like, not doing anything. Don't be a lazy dad. Lead by example. So that's where that goes into. Lead by example. Be that guy that your kids look up to. Be that superhero in their life. You are their hero regardless, but be that hero. Really be that. And this is another one for that. Live in integrity. So live in integrity with yourself. Do what you say you're going to do. Do that with your kids. If you say you're going to be somewhere or do something for them, do that. If you're showing examples in your own life of what your kids can be by being in integrity, like doing what you're saying and doing it with other people, doing it with people out in public, it's going to go massive, right? You're that example. It's always going back to that example. And yes, okay, so this, I had to put it kind of halfway. Yes, I know you're working hard to provide everything for your kids and family. I get that. I know when I say don't be lazy, you're just like, I need to take time for myself. Trust me, I get that better than anybody. But still, you need to do these things. These are so important. Your kids are going to just strive. This will be so much better for your kids. You have no idea. Okay? And this one, teach them the value about being a strong man or being a strong woman. There's huge value in that. I'm going to get into that a little more here. So teach them the value of being a strong man, and teach them the value of being a strong woman. Teach them to be self-sufficient. So whatever that looks like, hunting, fishing, cooking, fixing things, building things with their hands, knowing their ways around tools, knowing their way around a sewing machine. Like, all these things, they're gone. We have to start teaching our kids this. And if you don't know yourself, find someone that can teach you, and you can teach them, or you can all learn together, or, sit down and have an activity night with your kids, right? And pull up a big YouTube video of a how-to and learn together. And you start creating things together. It'll go so far. And again, you can have fun learning together with your kids. With that, teach them to be self-sufficient, teach them to hunt, teach them to fish, teach them to fight, teach them self-defense. Teaching them, when to fight and when to stand up for themselves, when to stand up to others, how to build things, how to fix things. This is going to go so far. And especially the way everything's going in this world, the way the generations are going. And that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother series of videos. But if we teach our kids this and all the other things that we've embodied, they're going to have no competition in life as they get older. They're going to have no competition. All those other kids are going to be so far behind. Like, our kids won't have to settle. Our daughters will have their choice of high value men. Our sons will have their choice of women that are just going to elevate their lives even more. And then that'll create an even stronger generation. And that's my mission. My mission is to lift up that next generation. So if I can teach my kids things and they can be that for themselves, just imagine what they're going to teach their kids, and so on and so on. We're going to break all these generational traumas. We're going to create stronger people. We're going to create awesome little guys and little girls. It's so powerful. And we have the power to do that. And again, it can go the other way too. So we got to really watch ourselves, and we have a chance to create something special here. So that's all I got for that one. But don't forget to check out therocklife.com and get signed up for Safe and Wild. So that's our 6-week self-study course to create a safe container in your relationship to get wild. Once you have that safe container, you can do anything. And if you want to hear more of me, be sure to check out the Rock Life podcast, wherever you listen to podcasts. We're on YouTube. And that's a podcast I do every week with my wife, Laura, and we get real about everything relationships. So with that, I love you all, and I'll see you next Thursday.